before we get into that, I need to address a couple of common myths about what it looks like to be formed in the way of Jesus that I want to make sure you don't accidentally read into some of the things that we're going to be getting into. The first is this. We hear, this is kind of all over Christian culture, this idea that all you really need to do is know the Bible, right? So we kind of put all of our chips into reading the Bible, studying the Bible, memorizing the Bible, talking about the Bible. Now, I'm not down on any of those things. I mean, this is my job. I went to school for more years than I had to because I actually really like to study the Bible. But the problem with this is the level to which we have elevated the Bible to be all that we need to grow closer to Jesus is actually rooted in a pretty shaky foundation. It primarily comes from some Enlightenment ideas that we have adopted in the Western world that we don't even realize have a massive impact on the way that we think. Maybe you've heard, probably you have, heard the quote from the famous French philosopher René Descartes when he said, "I think, therefore," anybody? I am, yeah. This kind of sums up this foundation of enlightenment that birthed this way of seeing ourselves almost like giant bobbleheads, that we have these humongous heads and these itty-bitty, tiny, unimportant bodies. And everything that matters about us is about what we think, what we learn, what we know. Now, the problem with this is that most everyone now says, yeah, the dude was smart, but he was wrong. Think about it. If this view of what it means to be human was true, then we could just think our way into any sort of change. How's that working for you? When was the last time you read a book about health food and then decided, I will never eat anything unhealthy again? Man, wouldn't it be nice if that? Or we could just read a little teaching about Jesus saying to love our enemies, and we're like, got it, done. Don't struggle with that at all anymore. Or read about not worrying and be like, great, okay, let's not worry anymore. This is not how it works, right? Because knowing something is not the same as doing something, which is still not the same as wanting to do something.